Nickelodeon is complete garbage. It's safe to say that a bunch of you disagree with me, but I really think that Nick has become awful in the recent years. There are a ton of bad cartoons, not to mention sitcoms which shouldn't even be on a network known for cartoons. Henry Danger, Breadwinners, Game Shakers, Pig Goat Banana Cricket, and tons of other shows are terrible. But this video isn't describing the fall of Nickelodeon and how it sucks, because I'll be making a video on that in the future. This video is showing the best show on the whole channel, the one show that you wouldn't expect to come out on the trashy modern Nickelodeon. This show is called The Loud House. If you've never heard of it before, that's understandable. It's a relatively new show with the first episode airing in May of this year. Basically, it's about this kid named Lincoln Loud, and he lives with tons of sisters. Each episode is a different adventure, and there's a lot that goes on. One interesting part is that his best friend Clyde's parents are both male, so this is definitely a show for our modern time. But here's the thing, when you watch The Loud House, it almost feels like you teleported to the early to mid 2000s. It feels like it came out along with Danny Phantom, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and others around that time period. It's seriously hard to believe that in 2016, a cartoon comes out that brings the same nostalgic feeling of all those old cartoons. Now you may be wondering, what makes this show so good? Why is this the show that could be saving Nickelodeon? A show that if done well can change the channel positively and lead us to more good cartoons rather than trashy sitcoms. Well, there's a few things that make The Loud House special. First of all, it's a feel-good show. When I say this, I mean if you're feeling a bit sad and you need something to cheer you up, it's nice to watch an episode or two. There are lessons to be learned, and the main character talks directly to the audience many times to give them tips in life. It's one of those shows that isn't targeted towards adults, but it can still appeal to anyone of all ages. There aren't really adult jokes or anything like that, but it just feels good to watch the episodes. Its slice of life style shows us the lives of Lincoln and his many sisters, and watching situations occur in their life is somehow relaxing. It's a feel-good show, but another great part of it is that the characters are great. Lincoln is the most relatable character since he's the main one, but all of his sisters have a certain trait that defines them. For example, Lucy is the one who likes darkness and talks about death and all that stuff. Lynn is the girl that plays a bunch of sports. Luann is the comedian that tells a joke whenever she can. Even though these character foundations have been done over and over in cartoons, it feels fresh in The Loud House. It's like each character has something about them that makes them feel more real than a stereotypical character that only follows a common TV trope. This show has a bunch of small things that just combine to make the experience of watching it even better. The theme song is really catchy, the animation style is awesome and reminds me of Foster's Home, the overall soundtrack of the show is nice and relaxing. It's all these little things that make it a very good show, and one that I'm surprised comes out on Nickelodeon. If this video hasn't convinced you yet to try watching it, then just know this. The creator, Chris Savino, worked on awesome old cartoons like Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, Foster's Home, My Life as a Teenage Robot, and some others. I'm glad that we can get such a feel-good cartoon in 2016, one that reminds us of all the nostalgic ones in the earlier years. I highly suggest watching it, and it will probably give you hope for the future of cartoons, especially the ones on Nickelodeon. If this show does get a lot of support, then maybe Nick will try out more cartoons similar to it. And in a time where many cartoons are just generic and uninteresting, it would be nice to see more originality like The Loud House. Anyway, if you liked the video, be sure to give a thumbs up and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.